think I'll be here waiting all night, all night. I'm here to tell you something. There ain't another love that is gonna hold you down like that. You didn't think I'll be here waiting all night, all night. I'm here to tell you something. There ain't another love that is gonna hold you down like that.
We're not going to waste much time today. Welcome, everyone, to Season 2 of the TDRL, the Team Dirty Racing League. We are in the final round robin, with the final match of the first round robin, as we're entering week number 5. These are the standings after week 4. We did just see an exciting matchup of Snog versus YJ. Welcome in, everyone, from Robin's channel. Hope you all enjoyed the matchup. Excuse me, as my throat seems to be full of mucus. One cough later, welcome back. 4 matches in. Yellow Jackets get their first win of the season over Snog, as was over on Robin's channel. And we had, I believe it was Midnight versus the Dipshits, where the Dipshits take the predictable win, although Midnight did keep it close, at least in the first 2 matches. And then we got to the third race, which we'll get to in a bit. But first, let's have a look at last week's action. Kicking it off, we started off with a Rex. Thank you to Mr. Fist as a part of Dip for giving us all these beautiful stat lines. Love them all. Ooh, we got F-bomb in today. Good, good, good. SuperSalt Hellgang right now have the most Rex after week 4, but do have the loss thanks to the Dipshits, who right now stand at the top, as we'll go through all of our little pieces. Okay, that's not how I wanted to do that, but it's how it worked. First places right now, the Dipshits have the most with 10. SuperSalt got first in 9 events so far. As we'll have a look at the DNF side, where right now, once again, it is SuperSalt Hellgang, who are the best right now at that. Only 29 members of their side have fallen on track. Vintage Syndicate right now at second. Dip have actually lost a decent bit. 39 DNF so far. But, I mean, it kind of doesn't matter, especially when you're doing stuff like this and getting wins. Only 10 Rex for the Dipshits versus the 8 of Vintage Syndicate, but a 100-point gap just about. As Midnight as well took down Snog 355 to 214, and a 393 to 164 shellacking of SuperSalt versus the Yellow Jackets. As we'll now have a look at what happened yesterday. That was the matchup between Dip and Midnight, a close affair until it wasn't, and we'll get to why it wasn't in a bit. 353 to 187 was the score after that matchup. And now we get to look at today. This is flipped because I actually had the times completely wrong. I thought Snog YJ was the 8 p.m. matchup. There was no 8 p.m. matchup. They occurred at 6 p.m. YJ, that is off center. And you know what? I am keeping it that way because to be honest, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to fix that because it's driving me insane. 180 on the vertical. Hate that. Volume. Oh, jeez. That's okay. All right, if you think the volume's a little low, we'll go into the orange. We'll go maxed out then. This is as high as I can go without trying to clip the dang thing. I appreciate that, though, Fuzz. Now that that's sorted, let's fix that. Okay, good. That's better. I'm not going to switch them to the top because I don't care enough for that. YJ beating Snog by 60 points in the matchup earlier today. 262 to 202. That's much better. Good, good, good. I'm going to try not to clip the microphone, though, because it seems to be peaking a little bit hard. I might need to just switch back to the original mixer. For now, I'll keep it this way. SuperSalt Hellgang versus Vintage Syndicate. Coming on up, let's have a look at our rosters for today. That is... Okay, perfect. It did not break the way I thought it would. SuperSalt Hellgang first, led by Ads Robin, who just got out of the matchup against... just streaming the matchup, a Snog YJ, with Johnny B. Good as the co-captain. Free News, Noob School, Bird, Cheesy Rider, Dig Brick, Nicholas, C. Valadin, No Fan, Uncle, Overkill, and Love Glove. Be sure to read the rules. Disturbed. I'm not going over this. I watched the chicanery that happened in the league chat. I get it. No bus. I got it. Okay. Oh, woo. That's hostile. That's hostile. Puto. And also on screen are the names that these players will be using. I've had these graphics ready for 2 weeks and I haven't used them yet. So there you go. Boner Lisa is Robin. Pirate Booty is Johnny. Noose is Free Noose. Noob is Noob School. Thank you, gentlemen, for the guys that's kept it relatively simple. This PC needed an oil change. That's a good one, Pika. We've got Parrot is Bird. Cheese is Cheesy Rider. Steve is Digbrick. Cyclone is Nick. Mermaid is Paladin. Leopard is No Fan. Seaman is Uncle. Kills is Overkill. And Shady is Love Glove. Do we really have to play, or can we just read League Chat in Discord instead? Noose, we are playing the damn game, all right? We are playing the game. And where are we going to play the game? We're going to get started over on Clay Ridge Circuit, the reverse layout. One of my personal favorites, honestly, and also one of the maps that came from one of the first iterations of TVTP, also known as the Very Track Pack. That has since been updated. It is now part of the vanilla game, and we love to see that. 10 laps at Clay Ridge. We go to the massive Sandstone Raceway for our second race of the day. That'll be on the alternate route, which will be a bunch of racing combined with one section of a loop-de-loop, and boom. A lot of booms are going to happen there. And the reason that Midnight versus Dip was close until it wasn't, I love the slides. It's so good. It's so good. Big Valley Speedway, the figure eight. That is the reason why Midnight could not hold on. Oh my goodness, the Dip mopped the floor with them. It was not close, but man, was it good to watch as Dip got themselves back in order and took control of the matchup. Production values intensified. Thank you very much, Budo. Much appreciated. So we got a figure eight as our third race, and then we will go to the Glendale countryside for our last man standing. Not a lot of grip, a lot of uneven terrain, and a house that is going to be knocked down within 30 seconds. We got a good matchup. We've got the likes of Vintage Syndicate, the Old Blood versus the New School of SuperSalt Hellgang coming up. Race 1 on Clay Ridge when we return.
You didn't think I'd be here waiting all night, all night. I'm here to tell you something. There ain't another love that is gonna hold you down like.
I am happy to inform you all there is no bus, but there is a race underway. Hope y'all are ready. Race number 1. We are going to Clay Ridge Circuit. That is on the wrong board. Let's get that back in order. Here we go. SuperSalt Hellgang versus Vintage Syndicate. It's Outfax in the front, and it's going to be the likes of Johnny, who chooses to hang back. DJ is going to go into turn 1 hard. Noose has already been flipped up, and he's taking a hard hit, but F-Bomb and Super Raptor got the worst of it. As already going around is Courtney, getting spun around like a dishwasher. As Boner Lisa, that would be Ads Robin, goes towards the left side. On the right side, C. Paladin trying to chase down Raptor and at least shove him into the Marshall, but Raptor gets a good little lift over the bump in the road. The Noob School gets turned around. Bird looks for the dive bomb onto Raptor. A little bit awkward, though, with Steve Allerton right then and there. Raven Striker rejoining the track, has No Fan to deal with. No Fan will try to help out with Robin. And nice little hit there from Nicholas onto Raven. There is still music going on. Wow, big swings out the gate, as you would expect. These two teams fighting for second place right now in the TDRL Season 2. The music is going to be on in the background, I guess. My bad. Oopsie doozle. Raven takes a bump from behind and gets away with it. We're going to move up the track just a little bit. DJ right now leads the way in first, and it's going to be Johnny in second with F-Bomb in third. How is Noob done? What? How has he done already? That is a very good question. But we've already got some low bodies across the floor. Noob School out of the picture before we even started. It's 11 versus 11. It's a full track. Super Raptor in an awkward spot has Bird to deal with on the back end, but Raven and the Hot Bomb will help out. Raptor gets straight, and they're on the move. Hoodlum and B-Wax being chased down now by Bird and Robin. Bird's going to try to dive in hard, but there's no room to go for the hit. Raven doesn't get much either, and Raptor gets the worst of it. Nicholas catches him, but overkill. A little too far out for no fan. Oh, I got spun sideways. Okay, thank you, Fist. So now we've got Bird trying to battle B-Wax as well as Hoodlum. Can't really reach Hoodlum. Adds Robin in the back. Catches B-Wax into the tree and knocks him off circuit. Nicholas is there, and a nice little hit into the tree. B-Wax running low. Reminder that only the top 16 drivers survive will score points. So if we end like this, the bottom 5 alive racers will not score. As we'll go back to the front of the pack, F-Bomb will take first place away from DJ for now, but the two of them have quite a bit of a gap between them and Robin. Pika tries to catch up to Robin, goes hard into the corner. Not much room there. A hard hit onto Outfox. We'll try to find him on the track as M2's off as well. Outfox needs to be careful. Now running backwards in the hearse. Needs a safe rejoin. Tries to go near his comrades, but Robin is right there. Oh no, that's Johnny instead. Nice little moves there from Outfox on the fakes to try and avoid the damage. M2 holding on as well. We go into the final turn as we go to the back straight as Nicholas and No Fan chased by B-Wax, Super Raptor, and Ballin. Noob School, poor Noob School indeed, out before the race even really began. Outfox might have had an angle on Johnny, but Johnny with a great overspeed outside of the left side has that long straight to work with and is trying to catch up to DJ, making good progress in the Wild King. But the Cardinal right now at DJ has so much room to work with. We'll have a look back now at the split in the track. And a Leonard, that is Leopard, that's No Fan. Sort of lags his way off the Marshall, and a huge chunk of health missing. Okay, now that the music has stopped, I need to make a change. We go here, we stop the music, and we go back to the track. As Overkill trying to rejoin, hits the pole. Buddy, that's a light pole. You're not supposed to hit those. That is indestructible. On the rejoin, now right behind the Ward Digger on the side of Vintage Syndicate. Pika's got some trouble, and Overkill notices that Pika's just trying to wait. Now Overkill moves out of the way, looking for Dig Brick to get some good damage in, but Pika's got the speed over the hearse. Now needs to get through the corner safely. Heading into turn 1, Pika will head off the track. Overkill will not chase. M2 with a huge hit. Not enough for Dig Brick, but he is oh so low. M2's been taken out, though. Looks like it was Johnny or Bird who caught up to him and caught him on the back end with that little bit of health remaining. That's a huge little hit there. As now we move up the track, we'll keep a close eye on Dig Brick, who's now in the back of the pack with 4 members of Salt, chasing down DJ, and he's been shoved off the track. But that's going to be all for now, as it will be Dig Brick out of the way. Free Noose as well in a good spot. F-Bomb right now, the only member of Vintage Syndicate in the front, as Super Raptor will go for a trip off the track and dies to the rejoin spot. Found a respawn area, and that usually clips a bit of health, and that takes him out. Outfox now in a chase. Got a good hit onto the likes of Love Glove, but now Outfox out of the track will rejoin right into the arms of Sivaladin, but Sivaladin doesn't get a good hit on, so that'll be all for now. Hoodlum and Courtney right now holding on to 10th, 11th at the moment. Vintage Syndicate still in an okay spot, but this group of 5 is going to protect Dig Brick as much as they can. Dig just needs to be careful not to hit the wall too hard, and he gets out of that corner just fine. Now we go back to the split in the road, and we find the Vintage Syndicate section. Nice little dodge there from Nick. Courtney on the follow-up catches him in the back end. Just a little bit of chip damage for now. We'll stay in the split in the moment. Bird chasing down Ballin. That's a really good race there for the Super Venom, but Ballin now slowing him up. Bird trying to decide what side to go to. Goes on the inside off the track. Pika will chase him down. Might have a chance on the corner. Pika spins out and bumps Ballin out of the way of the hit. They can't catch Bird for now. As now F-Bomb in a battle is going to have trouble behind. Here's Bird from behind. Good little hit. Good damage as F-Bomb has to sacrifice his run into turn 1. And now Johnny right behind. As off goes Pika, but Overkill can't really get a good hit. It was Robin who led the way of Pika into the tree. A good race so far for Vintage Syndicate, but it's not the best that they could show for now as Outfox in danger, as well as Courtney. The pack is right there. Outfox has been spun in the hearse, now stuck on the wall and is on the back straight. Has Hoodlum to protect him a little bit, but Outfox is in a really dangerous spot. Hoodlum trying to sidelock Steve Allerton so that he can't get a good hit, but it lines up perfectly. Pika ends up hitting his own man and takes him out. Nicholas a good hit as well. What will help, though, is off the board goes Digbrick. He was very low in that hearse and does go down. 2 members of SuperSalt Hellgang off the board. Ballin trying to make it 3, but not going to get the 100-0 just yet, as Pika had a bad entry into that and tries to spin Noose out. Not much progress there. The race coming to a close soon. The 60-second timer is on. As for now, trying to hold on his Love Glove. Big attempt inside with the AI, but nothing there. So Love Glove for now will survive. And it looks like Vintage Syndicate will at least be in a decent spot as they've got 2nd, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 10. Pika tracking Overkill, who will go off the circuit, and Pika will just let him go for now. Now looking for Free News, trying to use the body of the deceased member of, rather, that's the finished member of SuperSalt Hellgang, and a perfect timing. Pika off the board at the end of the race. Just a little overzealous going for that hit, and it really cost them big time as they lose another member. That could have been a good showing there, but instead they lose another. Yeah, Ballin was really not doing much hitting inside that Grand Duke. We're going to take a break as we get ready for, outside of scoring position? Okay, fair enough, but still. We go to the waiting room for now as we get ready for Sandstone on the alt route.
It's hard that I can say you're too far for me to chase you. It's too hard to rearrange you. No, it's hard for you to face it. Girl, you thought that you replaced me. It's too hard to rearrange you. It's too hard to rearrange you. You love me, but you change up every season. Summer dress breeze, body like a demon. Let me get inside you for the weekend. Girl, you know you got me out here tweet, but I'm gone with it, smoking strong with it. Got no time to get involved in it, cause you off limits. Now I'm talking, cause me and you ain't the same. You better stay in your lane, I got too much to gain. Can't be tired of no chains, I'm breaking out of this cage, y'all. It's hard that I can say you're too far for me to chase you. It's too hard to rearrange you. No, it's hard for you to face it. Girl, you thought that you replaced me. It's too hard to rearrange you. It's too hard to rearrange you.
Mike was in fact muted. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I had the cough button on because guess what? I was coughing a ton. I'm choking as Noob School is on the chase. Outfox takes a bump in the back as here's the group of three towards the back of the pack. Let's move our way towards the front. I total him right now with F-Bomb in the lead. Mermaid in third. Glizzy fourth. Adds Johnny in fifth. And Digbrick in sixth. This is going to be much of a race, so we're going to focus on the back end just for now. Yeah, my bad. Excuse me. My body's just dying on me. That's okay. Nothing really to report so far outside of the first little section. Outfox, though, on the rejoin. Needs to be careful as Overkill's right behind. Outfox trying to dodge. Gets past one. Noob School on the chase. Doesn't really have the angle. Back up the track. Cyclone. Oh, that's not good. And he'll get off the track. Nicholas does not want the smoke right now. Heading into our next iteration of the loop. Ads Robin took a bit of a bump. Raptor, though, could be caught on the wrong side of this and takes a hit to the side. See, Valadin couldn't quite get the hit there with Uncle. As right now, everything is just pretty quiet right now, as we'd expect, but it might change. Pika with a solid hit there, and that's a good chunk of damage. Oh, Outfox been thrown off the boards. I think he got stuck on a rock as well, and that's what stopped his momentum entirely. As now, gotta be careful here. Overkill with a little hit onto Ballin after taking a bit of a hit was Love Glove. Now Ballin held up in traffic and gets some help from Outfox, but joining the fray now is Love Glove. Whoa, that's not good. We had a bit of a freeze. Our apologies there, but we are up and running again. Great announcer voice. Thank you so much. I've only been doing this for 7 years. Don't mind me. This is my career. As Outfox now battling alongside Love Glove. As we go back to the front of the pack already, Hoodlum getting started with lap number 3. On the chase for now, that would be C. Valentin. Glizzy as well. Overkill's joining. Glizzy's going to try to bump Overkill off to the side and does just enough to get Hoodlum out of harm's way from one. And not able to get a good hit is Love Glove either. Him and Glizzy will trade a bit of health. As now we go back down the straightaway. Overkill will go off the track chasing Hoodlum, who's on his side, but missed the angle. Helping out for now will be Love Glove, but it's only chip damage to the front. Ads Robin goes for a spin as well. Raven's on the chase, dives up, so does Pika, but they only catch him for a little bit. Very little damage so far between a lot of these hits, as now trying to join the fray is Love Glove, and they've got Pika exactly where they want him, but now he's back on the wheels. Needs to try and get away and go around the rock and gets just enough around the railing as Raptor takes the inside line around the loop. Now we go back down a little closer up the track. That's not good. That's No Fan in a very low spot, but not much around him. Probably an AI voice. How dare you? As No Fan now outside. Official TDRL announcer. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. Outfox will go off the track. When you're getting chased down by Bird and Johnny, I do not blame you. Bird, much more of a racer than anything, but still, you do not want to be in his way. And Pika on the wrong side of a hit from Ads Robin. Hitting into the wall. What else we got? We go to the loop. Glizzy, that's a solid hit, but he takes the worst of it over C. Valadin. And Orca looking pretty bad as well. Vintage Syndicate starting to fall apart a little bit as chip damage on the team's side is starting to come through. But a little bit of damage onto Robin. Courtney misses the swing as Overkill doesn't quite time the rejoin right away. Uh-oh, that's good. That's a good hit there from Vintage Syndicate. B-Wax is low, but Robin's lower. And Overkill has been spun out by his own man. Baby Raptor can line it up. No, swings way too hard. Oh, okay, good. The hiccups are here. Good. B-Wax being chased down by Uncle. The two of them in the foot race for now. No Fan is off the track and trying to hide. Good luck to you, sir. We've got a lot of race left. For now, it's Bird and Johnny in 1 and 2. Outfox and F-Bomb 3. No, Outfox is actually a lap down with F-Bomb right now in 3rd. As No Fan, you can see him off in the distance, just trying to escape the pressure. Oh, Raven's pretty low. Oh, we'll watch this for now. That's Robin in the front, and in the back is Digbrick. Raven just trying to escape, keep the speed going, has the right vehicle for it. It's a hot bomb versus what I believe is the Cardinal. That's the hearse. That was pretty close. They're both pretty slow. They're more focused on hitting, whereas the hot bomb does like to go fast. Although Digbrick got a great run out of the corner and might have a chance to catch up for now. Raven, though, will escape. No one's off the board just yet, but there are a lot of low health bars. Orca going a little bit lower and is in a really dangerous spot. Is Glizzy trying to dodge him as well? Oh! Oh, no! Ballin! That was your own man! Holy cow. Ballin! That is a disastrous little hit. Ends up taking out his own guy. Maybe it'll be okay as Pika's going to have to go off the track. As Digbrick couldn't catch him either. There's Robin looking for Raven. Caught him good, but it's not enough just yet. Raven at the tip of health, and Noob School will be there to finish the job. There are 3 members of Vintage Syndicate gone to the 1 of SuperSalt Hellgang. And more bodies are falling. Raven off the board and Pika off the board, as well as Raptor, Outfox, and Orca. Chasing them down. Looks like it was Nicholas who caught them. And chose the rejoin early. Could have been looking maybe for a hit on ball. And B-Wax, what are you doing? Vintage Syndicate falling apart at the seams here on race number 2. A lot of members of SuperSalt Hellgang are pretty low, but they're all in a really good spot as F-Bomb tracked down by Overkill, and Courtney ends up spinning him around as well. B-Wax looking for the hit, goes head on with the War Digger. I don't know if I would have done that in the Super Venom, and B-Wax takes so bad of a hit. Could look for Shady, though. Cycle. Ooh! Nicholas nearly took out his own man. I don't know. I would have probably gone for that if I was B-Wax. You're already kind of going for the kamikaze hits, as there we see Dig Break hanging out at the top. That's another member of Vintage gone, I think. Well, Steve Valentin is off the board. Oh, it's a disaster right now for Vintage. If they can hold this, it's okay. But they need to hold position. I don't know how much they're going to do that, especially because now they're starting to cross the line. The 60-second timer is on. Overkill does not take out the Lyco. Who was that? Is that Ads Robin? That was Robin. Johnny crossed the line. Hoodlum gets hit pretty good, but only takes the spin. Courtney! Oh, that's a pretty big hit. F-Bomb will take a clip as well as Glizzy into Overkill, but they will finish the race. So it could have been so much worse for Vintage Syndicate. They lost 5 members off the board, but securing 3rd through 7th will help matters quite a bit. Although the rest of SuperSalt Hellgang is going to finish most likely, as Ballin's the last one left. I wouldn't be surprised if SuperSalt turned it around and tried to go for the hunt, but they're so far away from him. Ballin's pretty safe. Yeah, Robin's just going to keep going. Noob's not going to fight it. We're going to end it as this. Although he's just hanging out in Noob School. Just saying hello. 3 through 7's pretty solid, but is it enough to hold on to a close matchup? We'll have to find out later. And we return here for the TDRL final matchup in the first round robin. That's not what I wanted to do. Whoops. Just as a double check, this is the races we're looking at. The third race is the Big Valley Speedway. 15 laps of it in the figure 8. And we are ready to roll. Here in the figure 8, I know a lot of streamers have been doing the top-down, oh, I'll just go up here and just see the whole track. Now, we're staying up close to the action as already we've got Noob School getting spun out here by Ballin and Hoodlum. That's a huge pack of Vintage Syndicate right on top of it as they go into the first section of the cross. Nothing's going to happen in the first one, but we do have a good pack that's starting to build up. Robin in the back of Ballin. Raven tries to get a little clip. Nothing so far. This is a tight track, and there's a lot that's going to be happening here. Nice little hit here onto the like of Digbrick. Outfox as well in the back. No fan taking a bump in the War Wagon. As for now, things stay okay. Ballin already very low, but that's not surprising given we got incoming. Pika with a huge hit. Noob School is already out of the race. Bomb would be proud. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. M2 right now leads the way with Courtney, Super Raptor, F-Bomb, and Hoodlum in the front of the pack. Glizzy as well in 6. M2's, though, has been spun out. Is in a horrible spot. Glizzy needs to dodge to the right. M2 getting spun even more. Overkill has a good chance to jam him into the wall. And they get a good little chunk of damage, but only half health for now. The rest of the pack of Salt right behind. As now in the back, Ballin off the track. They need to be careful here. Oh, and that does a big hit. Overkill might have just saved Steve Aladdin with a hit on the Pika. Pika, though, does get some good damage still. Raven still very, very low. M2 low as well. There's Outfox getting spun around and needs to back out. Free Noose on the chase. There's TJ looking to hunt him down. M2 already into the wall. That hurt me. I figured. That hurt a lot. Noob School did not hold on for very long, but there's not much you can do when the Warjagger at full speed. Free Noose needs to dodge to the side. Raven, I wouldn't jump into that if I were you. He might die here. Well, he doesn't just yet, but he's in a really dangerous spot. Free Noose gets the hit. Ballin. Actually, I think Noose might have just saved him there. Raven would have gotten clipped by his own teammate, but the momentum change helps things out as Glizzy will get spun to the side. He's low, but he's not out just yet. Outfox as well. Now could be not target number 1 for Overkill. Is he going to take the turn? He is, and Outfox now needs to be careful here. Takes a bump to the side, but gets reset into the crowd. Noose shoved towards the wall, not out just yet, and the rest of Vintage Syndicate want to focus on the race for now, knowing Noose had the time to get out of there. Ballin is out of the track, and so is Outfox as we catch him falling. Raven, very low, needs to really work with Super Raptor here around these turns if they're going to keep going side by side, as Raptor will stay on the inside. M2 really low. Hoodlum was in a horrible spot. Nothing he could do to dodge him. M2's out. How long will Raven survive? I'm not sure. It might not be long, as Vintage Syndicate are having the same problem they were having in race 2. The communication's just not quite there. They really are out of sorts right now as Free Noose gets thrown into the wall. Pika on the chase and Free Noose off the board, but Pika in a horrible spot. He'll get thrown off the track. He gets the reset at the very least. Raven still oh so low. Look at that. That is 1 HP. That is 1 HP, and you can't convince me otherwise. He needs to be perfect through these turns and needs to watch his cross as tightly as he can. See Valentin's off the board. Hoodlum could be next, but No Fan takes a hard hit from F-Bomb as he keeps on rolling. He is ride or die right now. 3 to 4 are the kills. Vintage Syndicate had a horrible start, but they've picked it back up. Still on the run, though. Overkill will get through. Needs to not hit No Fan and dodge as well. F-Bomb, though, will go off the side as, ooh, that could have been dangerous. Luckily, though, for F-Bomb, Pika gets hit into Outfox's body, but now Pika's in a really tough spot. Into the cross again. Hoodlum gets hit by No Fan, and that's a big hit in the middle. F-Bomb's off the track, and I think he got hit by DJ. Pika looks for No Fan, and off the track as well will go DJ. Everyone's going low, and Pika's on the worst spot of it, trying to set up an impromptu couch maybe, but they're going to focus on the track as Pika stuck behind the body of Digbrick. I think Raven is still going. He's still going, but that little hit, oh, it's not enough. Now needs to really time it, and he can't. Nothing he could do, and he does go down to Love Glove. Vintage Syndicate were looking strong for a moment there. Thought they looked like they might have had the chance to come back, and now Pika off the board, and SuperSalt Hellgang couldn't quite get a good finish in race 2 despite the many kills. Now they're setting themselves up for a dominant victory and forcing Vintage Syndicate into do or die in last man standing. This is exactly the performance SuperSalt Hellgang needed as they try to reclaim the spot of second place from Vintage Syndicate. Now, last time we saw YJ, we saw Snog actually get a bit of a shutout. They had 4 members survive to the 0 of Yellow Jackets. And I want to see if they're going to do the same thing here. Yeah, Raptor knows he's in trouble as Digbrick's got a good run behind him for the dive bomb and catches him on a spin, but that's all. Pressure from behind, and now the chase is on. But Ads Robin ducks to the right and is going to focus on the track. Does get hit, though, by his own man, but Raptor tries to keep rolling forward, and I don't know how that's going. Courtney's got points for now, but can Courtney survive? Look at those health points. It is very low. Although I don't know if you can get out of there. I think Courtney is safe. I would imagine, though, SuperSalt Hellgang is going to try to find a spot. And now they're just hunting Raptor. He's low. Although, overkill did hit Bird. Incoming Johnny! He's got the spin, and Raptor's off the board. So I think Courtney's going to be safe for now. Oh, I see what they're doing. Oh, they've lined up the car. They're going to try to get someone to leap over that, I think. It might even be Overkill who takes the jump. I want to see if he tries it. I want to see. Please, Overkill. Give me the spice. Give me the jump. No. No, I think they're just going to let Courtney go. I really do want to see someone try it. See, I was thinking that. Like, I was thinking they were going to use this body here of... I don't know who that is. Who drives the Bullet on this team? If Free Noose. I was wondering if they were going to try to, like, maybe use his body to hit someone over the wall. The problem they do have, though, is this little chorus of 2 bodies on Vintage Syndicate. They haven't moved this out of the way, so I don't think they're going to go for it. I would really like to see them try with Noose's body, but I don't think they're doing it. Let's see. Where is Cyclone right now? Yeah, Overkill has the health to play around, but he needs to be the one to leap, I think. Like, you would have had to use Noose's body if you do that. I mean, to be fair, so does... There you go, Raven. Yeah, get taunty with it. They do have the Marshal here to worry about, though, because you will get reset the moment you hit him. But the problem is, though, who do you use? Like you can't use... Nah, you can't use Digbrick to do this. Where's Noob when you need him? Oh, boy. You know, one thing they really should be doing is... I think they are doing it, yeah. They're trying to get It's Love Glove and Nolfan. They're trying to get them on a lap ahead of Courtney right now so that they can put Courtney on the lowest points possible. There we go. So now Cyclone's going to finish the race. There we go. That's what we were looking for. It was a case of points play. So they could run it 1 through 8 will be SuperSalt Hellgang, and then Courtney will have to take 9th. No, that's smart. I like that. So we're just going to go right to the waiting room, and we'll be back for the last man standing, Vintage Syndicate, in a do or die when we return. Oh, jeez, that was bad. I apologize. My bad.
As the night takes control, I feel you come alive every time I let go. Send me an angel when I follow through, and I can't wait no more to follow. It feels so cold. I saw your ghost. I saw your. I saw it feels so cold. I saw your ghost, and it doesn't really matter now. We're rising above the ground, and it all feels so faded. We're going till it all falls down.
As much as 110 looks impossible, it is still actually in the realm of possibility. The problem, though, is the best case scenario is a point difference of 128. So Vintage Syndicate really needs to figure out how to derby. And they got to do it now. Because SuperSalt Hellgang's pretty strong in the derby. Granted, Dip really... Unready, hold on. We need unready. We have a problem with Vintage right now. We'll see what's going on over here. Uh-oh, someone messed up. What do we have? All right, did anyone mess up? I think we're good now. You know, the cars look good to me. I really only see one or two of each. I think we're okay. We're just going to wait on Vintage Syndicate to give the ready. And then we'll all hit the button and we'll be good to go. That's all we can do at this point. All right, we're good. Let's go. Everyone hit the button. Let's get rolling. Last man standing, Glendale Countryside. As hit the button, Tom. There we go. As we do not really have a way to track up B-Wax. That's red. You know what? We're gonna leave it because you know what? Vintage Syndicate is pretty red, and it is still distinct enough from the purple. As already we've got a hit over the wall. As Glizzy brought the step van to last man standing. It's usually a big risk to do that, as Digbrick will take a touch into the wall. Pika, that's a nice hit onto Robin and throws him into the crowd. Glizzy, though, hits F-Bomb, and F-Bomb's in a really bad spot. He's stuck on his side and gets hit hard, thanks to Nicholas. B-Walk's pulling a Puto, and now F-Bomb's getting spun around and tracked down, spun out. Gets some help, though, from M2, who gets a good hit onto Free News, hit by Ballin as well. The dodge there. Oh, and Free News is off the board, but oh no, Robin gets in the way. Overkill looking, can't get Orca yet. Oh, Dig Brick got a good hit. Some help there from DJ on a kamikaze. Oh, big hit on the Dig Brick as well. Orca tracked down now. Uncle can't reach him just yet. There's Bird. Outfox can't get the angle right. And stuck on the side of the wall, is in it for now. Someone stuck on a contact timer, and Glizzy stuck on the wall. I don't know who's stuck on contact timer, but they got to figure out a way to hit somebody. That's another member. That SuperSalt member down, but so is the step van on the side of Vintage Syndicate. Bodies are starting to fall on all sides. It was M2 we were following, and he does get his hit onto Dig Brick, but is now stuck on a really bad side of this. And that's a good hit from Ball, and that's Robin hit hard into the wall. I didn't die first. That's Robin stuck on the side. Ballin trying to use the body of Robin as a shield. That's not what you want to do. Uh-oh, Ads Robin's really low. Does get back up. Hoodlum not going for him. Found instead the body of Love Glove for the kill. And F-Bomb tried to go for a kamikaze. Raven couldn't finish it either, and neither could Outfox. Overkill now in trouble, though. That's the War Digger, and that could be huge. Vintage Syndicate look like they've got a decent bit alive, but how much is it? Is it going to be enough? As for now, Vintage Syndicate will spread out. Robin now is going to be on the run. Overkill tracked down by Pika, and Pika gets the overkill! That is a huge kill already off the board is the War Digger, but now M2 on the wrong side of it. Here comes Nicholas, catches him in the back end. Pika, though, with a follow-up. B-Wax comes in hard and does find Johnny. Incoming! Oh, no! Steve Aladdin took out his own man and goes down. The last man up is going to be Uncle, but I don't know if this is enough. Uncle's low and now needs to be careful. Raven up on the side, chooses the reset. Ballin's got the inside angle, but the body will help. B-Wax gets the kill. It's 5 members of Vintage alive, but I don't know if this is going to be enough. We'll have to go to the scoreboard to see if it's enough. Pika, though, what a huge run from Pika. Let's see if it's enough. We'll go to the scoreboard when we come back. Holy cow, what a run. Raven, I've got the screenshot, so if you want me to do this, I got it. Oh, no, you have it. You've got it. You're the GOAT. Put it on Clay Ridge, I guess. It's not enough, guys. It is not enough. SuperSalt Hellgang do claim the victory in this matchup as we'll get the scoreboard up and running here. We'll just keep it on just the scoreboard. Yeah, it's a good question, DJ. You guys were really out of sorts, though, on Sandstone. I think that's where you fell. It is over, but we will throw it onto the results page just so you get the official look at how things went. We'll put the transition here. Here we go. It's a SuperSalt Hellgang victory, 307 to 236. That's a great run there from Vintage Syndicate, but too little, too late in the last man standing. Ended up with a huge loss in the figure 8, and that figure 8s are BS, kind of, but hey, if it's a bad roll, you got to make your way through it. And unfortunately, Vintage Syndicate just couldn't. But that's all here. Thank you very much for joining us. This has been a great run. Oh, man. Do I love doing this kind of stuff. And you see, this is why I chose to do TDRL. This matchup was so much fun. But we'll get the replays on the board. Let me double check because the folder does like to freak out on me a little bit. So let me just double check. Make sure you're not freaking out on me. Okay, good. And then we'll rerun that. Welcome, everyone, to the replays. Thank you for joining us. Let me get that last song back up. Oh, no, it's already up. Perfect. I don't even need to do anything. Thanks for joining us. It's been Vintage Syndicate and SuperSalt Hellgang in a battle. SuperSalt Hellgang now claims second place. Chooses to hang back. DJ is going to go into turn 1 hard. Noose has already been flipped up, and he's taking a hard hit. But F-Bomb and Super Raptor got the worst of it. Raven Striker rejoining the track, has No Fan to deal with. No Fan will try to help out with Robin. And nice little hit there from Nicholas on a Raven. Much either. And Raptor gets the worst of it. Nicholas catches him, but overkill. A little too far out for No Fan. Reach Hoodlum. Adds Robin in the back. Catch B-Wax into the tree and knocks him off circuit. Nicholas is there, and a nice little hit into the tree. B-Wax running low in the track. And a Leonard, that is Leopard, that's no fan. Sort of lags his way off the Marshall, and a huge chunk of health missing. Stop the music, and we go back to the track as Overkill trying to rejoin. Hits the pole, buddy, that's a light pole. You're not supposed to hit those. That is indestructible. Corner safely, heading into turn one. Pika will head off the track. Overkill will not chase. M2 with a huge hit. Not enough for Digbrick, but he is oh so low. Raptor will go for a trip off the track and dies to the rejoin spot. Found a respawn area, and that usually clips a bit of health, and that takes him out. Might have a chance on the corner. Pika spins out and bumps Ballin out of the way of the hit. They can't catch Bird for now. Run into turn one, and now Johnny right behind. As off goes Pika, but Overkill can't really get a good hit. It was Robin who led the way of Pika into the tree. But Hoodlum trying to sidelock Steve Allerton so that he can't get a good hit, but it lines up perfectly. Pika ends up hitting his own man and takes him out. Nicholas a good hit as well. That's the finished member of SuperSalt Hellgang, and a perfect timing. Pika off the board at the end of the race, as we'd expect, but it might change. Pika with a solid hit there, and that's a good chunk of damage. Oh, Outfoxman's thrown off the boards. Stuck on a rock as well, and that's what stopped his momentum entirely, as now gotta be careful here. Overkill with a little hit onto Ballin after taking a bit of a hit was Love Glove. More of a racer than anything, but still, you do not want to be in his way. And Pika on the wrong side of a hit from Ads Robin, hit into the wall. As chip damage on the team side is starting to come through, a little bit of damage onto Robin. Courtney misses the swing as Overkill doesn't quite time the rejoin right away. Spun out by his own man. Baby Raptor can line it up. No, swings way too hard. Oh, okay, good. The hiccups are here. Good. Going a little bit lower and is in a really dangerous spot. Is Glizzy trying to dodge him as well? Oh no, Ballin, that was your own man! As Digbrick couldn't catch him either. There's Robin looking for Raven. Caught him good, but it's not enough just yet. Raven at the tip of health, and Noob School will be there to finish the job. And chose the rejoin early. Could have been looking maybe for a hit on Ballin. B-Wax, what are you doing? Vintage Syndicate falling apart at the seams here on race number 2. Courtney ends up spinning him around as well. B-Wax looking for the hit, goes head on with the War Digger. I don't know if I would have done that in the Super Venom, and B-Wax takes so bad of a hit. Courtney, that's a pretty big hit. F-Bomb will take a clip as well as Glizzy into Overkill, but they will finish the race. And already very low, but that's not surprising given we got incoming. Pika with a huge hit. Noob School is already out of the race. Pack of Salt right behind. As now in the back, Ballin off the track. They need to be careful here. Oh, and that's a big hit. Overkill might have just saved Steve Aladdin with a hit on the Pika. Clipped by his own teammate, but the momentum change helps things out as Glizzy will get spun to the side. He's low, but he's not out just yet. And the rest of Vintage Syndicate want to focus on the race for now, knowing News had the time to get out of there. Ballin is out of the track, and so is Outfox as we catch him falling. Raptor will stay on the inside. M2 really low. Hoodlum was in a horrible spot. Nothing he could do to dodge him. M2's out. The chase and Free News off the board, but Pika in a horrible spot. He'll get thrown off the track. He gets the reset at the very least. We'll go off the side as, that could have been dangerous. Luckily, though, for F-Bomb, Pika gets hit into Outfox's body, but now Pika's in a really tough spot. Out of it, trying to set up an impromptu couch maybe, but they're going to focus on the track as Pika stuck behind the body of Digbrick. Oh, it's not enough. Now needs to really time it, and he can't. Nothing he could do, and he does go down to Love Glove. Might get a good finish in race 2, despite the many kills. Now they're setting themselves up for a dominant victory and forcing Vintage Syndicate into do or die in last man standing. He knows he's in trouble as Digbrick's got a good run behind him for the dive bomb and catches him on a spin, but that's all. Although Overkill did hit Bird. Incoming Johnny! He's got the spin, and Raptor's off the board. As already we've got a hit over the wall as Glizzy brought the step van to last man standing. It's usually a big risk to do that as Digbrick will take a touch into the wall. He's hit onto Robin and throws him into the crowd. Glizzy, though, hits F-Bomb, and F-Bomb's in a really bad spot. He's stuck on his side and gets hit hard, thanks to Nicholas. Getting spun around and tracked down, spun out. Gets some help, though, from M2, who gets a good hit onto Free News, hit by Ballin. The dodge there. Oh, and Free News is off the board. But Robin gets in the way. Overkill looking, can't get Orca yet. Oh, Digbrick got a good hit. Some help there from DJ on a kamikaze. Oh, big hit on the Digbrick as well. It was M2 we were following, and he does get his hit onto Digbrick, but is now stuck on a really bad side of this. And that's a good hit from Ball, and that's Robin hit hard into the wall. Vintage Syndicate will spread out. Robin now is going to be on the run. Overkill tracked down by Pika, and Pika gets the overkill. But now M2 on the wrong side of it. Here comes Nicholas, catches him in the back end. Pika though with a follow-up. B-Wax comes in hard and does find Johnny. Incoming! Oh no! Steve Aladdin took out his own man and goes down. Uses to hang back. DJ's going to go into turn one hard. Noose has already been flipped up and he's taking a hard hit.